message, and then I'm gonna make a quick announcement. August 18th. Which is further, north or south? Oh, which is further north, North Carolina or South Carolina? That's a trick question. Linda wants me to say North Carolina, but I bet you anything it's a trick question, so I'm gonna go with South Carolina. South Carolina, is that right? Oh crap. I knew that. Why would someone ask? But obviously it's North Carolina, it's closer up north, but I thought it was a trick question, so I was like trying to. Okay. Makes sense. Where do Elizabeth and Lisa Lasagna lives? Elizabeth lives in the north and Lisa lives in the South Carolina. So there's no state of Carolina. There's no like Carolina state. Okay, it's just north and south. How many other states have north and south? Is Carolina the only one that has north? Oh, Dakota. Dakota, is that it? Dakota. That's it, I think. But one's on one side and the other's on the other side, right? Like Dakota's on the west side, and then Carolina's on the east side. Dakota's up north. Near me? No way. Dakota's in the middle. There's too many states, guys. There's so many. So many. Okay, if you could drop your bags right now and move to a state, which state would you pick? You can only pick one. Wherever you are, you have to leave. You have to go to another state. What state are you picking? Virginia, Canada's not a state. Hawaii, is that a state? Banff, Nevada, Hawaii, Rhode Island. Is Rhode Island a state? Texas, Florida, Canada, I'm done with the U.S., Michigan. Is that one of the 52? Well, yeah, they're 50, 51, 52. No, because two of them are not really states, right? Hawaii and Alaska. 50. Does 50 include Hawaii and Alaska? Or it's like 50 plus Hawaii and Alaska? It includes it. So where are the other two? Okay. All right. Puerto Rico. What's up, Karen? August 18th says this. I think if I could move to any state, honestly, probably Florida, right? Florida's sick. People in Florida don't realize how sick it is, though. All right, August 18th, guys. I already did. So we're going to move to August 17th, which was yesterday. Illinois, if you want to. It's got good pizza. Okay, and then what would be the last? I think we've already done this, but what would be the last state you'd ever move to? Should get interesting. Alaska, Florida, Virginia, NOLA, New Orleans, Texas, Florida, Nevada. Nevada's hot. That's the issue. Virginia Beach. Is that a city? Idaho. Claire Horton's from Idaho. I'd move there. Never California. Interesting. Not fond of the politics of other people. Okay, Virginia. Let's go Claire Horton. Her and her boyfriend broke up. So just okay. Here's your chance. So this is today's message is you decide. And it says life is exactly what you make it. What are you making of your life? Are there changes you'd like to make? If so, what are they? And what steps can you take to move in that direction? So basically, every day we make choices that we don't even realize we're making. Some of these choices we make our life harder. Some of these choices make our life easier. Some choices we make are healthier. Some are unhealthier. we dictate our life based on our choices. Whatever choice you make, whatever decisions you make, it's going to change the outcome of your life, right? So if you decide to stop doing something that's good for you, it's probably going to make your life a little bit, less healthy, right? So you always got to think about, what am I doing, right? But it's not just actions, right? It's also like our thoughts, right? So if you wake up in the morning, same thing, you decide. Right? You're always deciding. Like you have the impact to like change your moods, just like you have the impact to change someone else's mood, right? We're very convinced that we can make other people happy by doing certain things. You can make yourself happy by doing certain things. You can make yourself unhappy by doing certain things, right? So I think a lot of these things that happen throughout our day are subconscious. We don't actually know that we're doing certain things. Like this morning, I was focusing on something that does not matter at all. It was so trivial that like after like 30 minutes of focusing on it, I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm literally wasting my day focusing on something that does not matter. Okay? So, yeah. And I always do that. That's just me. That's how I operate. My brain at the time thought it was important, and then I stopped for a second because I was like, I've been focusing on this for 30 minutes. And then I was like, what am I doing? I could spend the next 3 hours focusing on this, and it does not matter. Rule of thumb, if it doesn't matter in 5 years from now, it's probably not the biggest deal. So always think 5 years from now, what was it? It was so silly. It was a technology glitch that I was like trying to fix, and I was like, this is so silly. Yeah. If something matters 5 years from now, it's probably something pretty important because it's going to impact you in the long run. But if something's not really important in the long run, then yeah, we got to decide where do we put our focus? Where do we put our focus every day? But obviously then more like, isn't it interesting that like the more negative you feel, the more negative you think? The more positive you feel, the more positive you think. Do you notice on days where you're really not feeling good mentally that like your thoughts are just negative? Because you're in that state that it's so easy to think of the negative stuff, right? If you're in a good place or you had a really good day, it's not that the negative thoughts are not going to hit you. It's that they're not going to be impactful enough to change your mood, right? You'll probably think of more positive things when you're having a good day. So catch yourself on bad days and say, am I thinking bad thoughts because I'm in a bad mood? And then catch yourself when you're having a good day and say, am I feeling positive thoughts? Am I thinking positive because I feel good today? Right? We don't notice that we do these things because it's just natural, right? Our mind tells us I'm in a bad mood, and then all of a sudden things trigger us, right? I notice that when I have bad days, the things that I focus on are way more triggering. And I feel like if those things happened on a good day, it wouldn't bother me as much, right? So sometimes I'll spiral. So one bad thing happens, and the next thing I know, I'm focusing on negative. Literally say stop to myself. You got to stop yourself, right? It's hard. It's very difficult, but it is possible. And only you can do this. You know what I mean? As we always say, you can have friends and family and support and whatever, but like in the end, you're alone with your own thoughts. No one knows what you're thinking. No one knows what you're feeling. No one knows what you've been through necessarily. So you are the outcome of your life because your decisions and your actions will change your life. No one else can. Welcome, Maya. What's up? Yes, and that's why they say follow your heart, because you can't expect someone else to know what you're supposed to do. You know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, then you reach out and you ask, what do I do? But like usually you're right. Whatever you feel you should do is usually the right answer. And sometimes we make mistakes, but as long as we're learning, right? As long as we're learning from these mistakes. Is it Maya or is it Mia? I think it's Maya. So yeah. You have to push your mindset that you can get through it. Exactly. Or you do what I do and you just call it a night, right? You have such a bad day that you say, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to bed. Yeah, because after a while, but you can't give up. That's not a good approach, guys. That's literally hiding from the world, right? You can't hide. You have to face the world even on tough days, because the world does not stop turning. Life will always move on no matter what you're going through, right? It just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. No one's stopping because your mind's stopping. Can't hide even though you want to. I know, but sometimes it's so easy to hide because you just don't want to really like face things. That's the days where I just don't. Yeah, it's hard. It is safe. I feel safe here because there's less triggers. There's less triggers. So yeah, I was absolutely done last night. You were done last night. I feel that I was done. I had a really bad day. What was that? 3 days ago? 2 days ago? Yesterday was good. Yesterday was way better. Today is way better. I feel like a 7 today, which is good. Yeah. All right. Announcements. So, guys, okay. So, it's not bad or anything, so don't worry. I'm just trying to think how to like word this. So, a couple weeks ago, TikTok made some big changes. I didn't fully understand the changes. I panicked without fully understanding exactly what was going on. I pushed everyone away from TikTok. I made it seem like I didn't want to be on the app anymore. I didn't want to post anymore. I lost my passion. I was so upset with TikTok for making these changes that I thought were worse or that were not going to benefit me without fully understanding it. I pushed something away and I pushed people away from something that like caused us to like meet. It is a beautiful thing. And honestly, I shouldn't have jumped the gun without like fully understanding things, because now I'm regretting it, because I don't want to throw away something that like was just monumental in my life, and whatever happens the next month happens the next month. But after really looking into things and fully understanding things, I was completely wrong. Like I was wrong in terms of thinking that this change was actually worse. It actually was better. It actually benefits me more than the way it was. So I was very stubborn in the way of me saying, I'm not posting anymore. I'm going to be more Rainbow Live. I was just me panicking and me being hurt by changes, but not fully understanding it. And as I continued to understand it, I realized that it's very easy to meet the requirements to be able to not only have it the same as it was, but even better. So last week, for example, it was always 48%, but after these changes, I thought it was worse. And last week was 51%. It was way better. So I apologize for jumping the gun. I apologize for pushing us away from something that is a great thing, Like, I feel like I need to be able to accept that although Rainbow and TikTok are different in its own way, and Rainbow has its benefits over TikTok, that TikTok has its benefits over Rainbow in many ways too. It's our home, and even though I said I'm going to be doing more Rainbow lives, I am going to change that focus and do more TikTok lives. Because one, we don't know how long TikTok is going to be around. And two, I want to maximize what we've already built, and that means that I should be posting, which I'm going to be getting back to 100%, like this week. And like getting back to it consistently. And then also like just I think next time when something happens, like a change, I'm not going to just jump the gun. I'm going to fully understand it before I start to make changes, because that was the mistake I made, was thinking that it is 40%, but it's not really. You know what I mean? And at the same time, guys, it's where people feel more comfortable. It's like I said, there's benefits to all these things. I just think when it comes down to it is like, you got to stick with the familiarity. You know what I mean? You got to stick to what works. And I feel like TikTok's just worked. So for us to just throw it away, which was what I was doing. I mean, I never really said that, but that's what I was doing, is slowly saying, I'm done with TikTok. I was just angry for a change that was made. That was actually a better change than what it was before. Right? So I think now that I fully understand it, I'm like, you know what? Reinbow will still be an option. We might still jump on it once in a while. I'm sure there'll be months where we're on it a couple times, but the majority of the time from now on is going to be on TikTok. I know there were a lot of people, because of what I was saying, that were like, I don't know if, like, even like based on what I was saying, I'm not sure if people were like, I don't even know if we should send gifts on TikTok or make edits on TikTok. And I was wrong the whole time, and I just didn't understand it. And after the last couple of weeks of me understanding it more and me being able to jump on live, I was like, you know what? I want to keep TikTok because like I said, it's something that we all have. It's just a better place. It's just a better place. And like, honestly, guys, I think it wasn't right for me to just say I'm not going to post anymore. That was me being like, I don't know, just like stubborn. I was just upset that I was just upset, but when you're upset, you don't just throw away everything. That is stubborn. That is, it's just not right. Right. So I realize now that even though Rainbow does have its benefits, I think in the long run, TikTok has its benefits. And I hope that TikTok is something that stays and that we can keep growing and whatever. But, I was just like really, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I just lost a lot of motivation to want to continue to grow on TikTok when I felt like TikTok kind of like did something that they shouldn't have done, but it's not what I thought. So going forward, guys, I will be on TikTok more. I'll still let you guys know when I'm jumping on Reinbow and stuff. And obviously, like I said, like, it's nice that there's 35 people in here, but then again, there's so many people that are waiting for me to post on TikTok, that are waiting for me to go live on TikTok, that find joy and excitement from me being on TikTok. And I'm taking that away from these people, just like I took away the excitement by not posting anymore on TikTok. And that's not right, because even though there's changes that were made, the fact is it makes the difference that I was able to make in 4 years. I'm seeing that it's impactful, right? So by switching to Reinbow and only doing Reinbow, I'm eliminating that joy that I can bring to people, right? So, yeah, I'll be back to posting this week. It's very difficult for me to get back to posting, guys. Like, if you look at the last 20 videos, it's just like million, 2 million, 4 million. It's very difficult for me. I know that the views don't matter, but confidence wise, it does affect a creator when their views just aren't doing well anymore, because then you start to wonder, what is it? Is it me? But that's unfortunately what is going to happen, because there's no way to be able to maintain the numbers that we were achieving in the last couple months. But it doesn't mean we just stop. It doesn't mean we just don't post. That is me just being fearful of going a little downhill. And that's okay. That's part of growing as well. Is you're not always going to be on the up climb, right? And maybe videos don't do well, but I have to tell myself that even when videos don't do as well as I like, that in the long run, it makes people happy. People want to see me post. People want to be in the lives, and I'm doing it for all of you too. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be me and my confidence and the views in my head. It should be about being able to continue to bring joy to people's lives, and being able to have a large number of people hear my voice. And unfortunately here, it's not the case. I got all 35 of you, which I consider myself very lucky to have, to be able to use my voice to share certain thoughts. But there's so many other people out there that might want to hear my voice, that might benefit from hearing my voice, might benefit by being in the chats, seeing all of you, seeing the positivity. So yeah, that's just something I've just been like trying to figure out lately. And I was kind of stuck trying to figure out where I'm gonna go. Like I just didn't know what direction to go. And I really appreciate everyone that came over to this app to be able to support me and be there for me as I made a big decision. But then after just seeing what happened, I'm like, you know what? I made the wrong decision. Sometimes that happens. You make the wrong decision and then you regret it. So I apologize, guys. I really hope that, like I said, this isn't from anyone talking to me. It's not like my manager wrote me. I was like, you better talk highly about TikTok. This has nothing to do with it. Other than the fact that, like, yeah, I just thought that I should probably go towards the other direction. So we're going to be jumping on a TikTok live in probably about 5 minutes and continue to show people what this family is all about, continue to show people what this community is all about. So no more fight. They're still fighting away, they're still fighting away. But at the same time, guys, I'm just grateful that you guys like choose to be wherever we are. And like I said, whether it's a black heart in the comment, whether it's just sitting in the live quietly, whether it's just hanging out wherever you are, whether it's sending a TikTok gift, whatever it is, guys, I'm super grateful for it all. So I just want to be able to maximize everything. We've all worked hard to grow this account on TikTok. Like the 1.1 million, like I always say, I attribute it to all of you. So for me to just stop doing something while you guys are posting edits, trying to make me grow, and then here I am saying I'm not posting anymore, I'm done, but you guys are like trying to grow my account on TikTok by like promoting me. That's not right? It's not right for me to do. So I just gotta acknowledge that and then just make changes. So like I said, guys, for those that liked Rainbow more, I apologize. We'll still be on here for a bit. Like I said, there's advantages to all these different things. There's advantages to favorite. There's advantages to all these things. But what it comes down to is one place is our home. That's what it comes down to. There's one place that's our home. There's one place that if it weren't for that place, I wouldn't have met you guys. Right? And that's the most important part. It's not about all these other different things and all these other like advantages and disadvantages of different apps. The fact is, one place was where we all started. And we're going to keep using that home until it's no longer a home. And then we make changes. That's it. All right. So yeah, that's all. That's it. That's all. Hope I expressed that properly. I don't really know. I just hope it makes sense. Thanks, Maria. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Maureen, too. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Susie, thank you. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate it. Sarah, we're just all going wild at the same time. Holy heck. Let's go wild on TikTok. I'll see you guys all there. Yeah, baby. Let's continue this, guys. The road to 1.2. Thank you. Wow, guys. Holy heck. Rainbow's pissed right now because they're like, no more Blocky fam. We'll still be back, Rainbow. Don't worry. Debbie, Maureen, thank you guys. Susie, thank you. Maria, thank you. Everyone, thank you guys. Let's keep climbing on TikTok. Kelly, thank you. Let's keep growing this account. Let's keep making a difference. Holy heck. I will miss these. These are all epic. Thank you, Dottie. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Holy heck. Joy. Thank you so much. Thanks to the Zeus. Thanks, guys. This is a big weight off my shoulders because I'm finally using my coins up. We need to use all our coins. Use it up. Let's go. But no, guys, we'll be back on here. It just might not be like as often. All right. Let's continue making a difference in people's lives on that app on TikTok. And thank you, Connie. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Susie. And like I said, guys, I don't know how much time we have left. I don't know on TikTok. Thank you, Sarah. No one knows, guys. But the fact is, the decision is being made, and by September 17th. The good news is even though a decision is being made on September 17th, whether or not TikTok will no longer be a thing for back to Jesus talk exactly. The good part is even if it's the worst possible case, which is US no longer being able to access TikTok, it wouldn't happen until March, right? So that's the worst possible situation, is by March 1st, we make changes. That's it, right? But until then, I need to get back to posting. I need to be able to feel like I'm making a difference. And it's not that I don't on Reinbow, it's just knowing that I'm not making a difference to the people that have chosen to want to be a part of the community, right? I'm making a difference, not to the full extent. So I want to be able to make that full difference. And part of that is accepting certain things that maybe I don't agree with or maybe whatever. But like the point is, like, we got to go back to our home, you know? And maybe we'll use this exactly for like different things that we're not allowed to do on TikTok. You know, like maybe like once in a while we jump on for like nests or like Leaf games or like whatever. You know, we'll still keep this, guys. So yeah, don't delete the app unless you want to delete the app. Here we have like Amy and Joy just joining for the first time, and they're like, "What the heck?" But yeah, don't delete the app because we'll still jump on. But yeah, you know, I got to get past the I know, I just got here, but well, thank you so much. Holy heck. Maria, thank you so much. I don't have coins on Reinbow, so this is for you. Thank you, Maria. LG, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Maria. LG, very kind of you. Enjoy. Come to TikTok. You'll like it. Okay? You'll like it, guys. No. Come. Maria, thank you. Very kind of you. We'll get Joy in on this. Don't worry. We just might take a little bit of convincing. But I don't know if this is like, I don't know if people are upset with this decision I made. I don't know if people are like, I don't really know how you guys feel. Like, because I know a lot of people were saying, I love Reinbow. I like Reinbow more, all this stuff. So maybe you're like not happy with me. I don't know. It just feels right. It just didn't feel right the way I was doing it. And it just feels right to go back to what we did. That's it. So I got to follow my heart. Thank you. Thanks for understanding. I'm sorry if I am disappointing anyone. But yeah, it just feels right. So wherever you go, baby, we go. I'm where you're at. Don't be sorry. All right. Beauty. Thanks for understanding, guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be posting this week, but I will do a post this week for sure. And then I just want to stay consistent with it, you know, for as long as I can, you know. What I always say, guys, is when you got something special, don't throw it away. Even when it comes with like tribulations, like when things are great and things are special, even when things happen and you're like, uh-oh, that's an obstacle. You don't do what Reed does and you're like, I'm mad, I'm done. Don't do that. It's not good. It's not a good way to handle things. There's always going to be changes, but you don't throw away something special. TikTok is special to me. TikTok is special. So yeah, and I hope it's special to all of you. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Exactly. Till March, you know? So yeah. Now the same things still apply, but I just want to make it work there. So I will see you guys very shortly. 2 million by March is wild. 1.2 by March. Let's do it. We got time. I'll see you guys on TikTok. I'm not going to tweet. I'm just going to go live on TikTok in like 2 minutes. And see you guys there. Rules. Wait, what did I say about rules? Rules. Rules. Same rules apply. Oh, like, okay, so like, yeah. The way it was 48%. Then I heard it was 40%, but I learned quickly that it's so easy to go from 40% to 50%, which is better than the 48. So it's the same rules in terms of like, yeah, obviously Rainbow has its advantages, but at the same time, guys, it's not like I'm on TikTok so much. Like I use it for my own like personal fun. Like I love watching lives. I love like interacting with like content. I just love the app. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not that I don't love this app, but I'm not scrolling on Rainbow. So it feels very odd when you have an account with 1 million followers, you're on it for your own fun. Like I'm talking about me, but I'm not posting. I'm not going live on it as much. Like it just didn't add up in my head. So no, I go where we started. And guys, obviously, like, I don't know how to word this, but like, there's a lot of trolls on TikTok. There's a reason why I'm more calm here. There's a reason why I'm more myself on here. I got to get past, obviously, just like feeling like it's just the 34 of you in the room. You know, when you know that people are coming in to jab at you, when you know that people are like criticizing you, when you know that like I just feel safe here. But it doesn't mean that home isn't safe. It just means that there's more people. Like where there's more people, there's more hate. That's just how it works, right? It's kind of like if you're a huge celebrity, I'm not talking about me, but if you're George Clooney, you're going to have way more hate because there's more people. The more people, the more hate. The bigger you grow, the more hate, right? But you can't like hide from hate. Hate means you're relevant, right? So, I guess I take that as a compliment. Thank you for hating on me, haters. Thanks for keeping the dream alive. Because if you didn't know that I didn't exist, then you wouldn't be hating. But as always, guys, when there's a hater in the chat on TikTok, I really appreciate that people aren't showing hatred back. You'll never see me be mean to a hater. I might stand my ground. There might be days where I just don't let them step on me. But I'll never be mean back. I just don't do that. It's on me. So I appreciate that when there is hate on TikTok, that, you know, we can just drop the kindness wins. That's it. Because kindness will always win. All right. And there was one more thing. It's your fault. What's my fault? It's hard, but I never do. Oh, I keep my mouth shut. Honestly, any words on the subs? No, I don't know anything about that. I know it's very difficult because it's like you want to like feel like you're protecting me, but the best way to protect me is to just stand by me. You know, I don't need like I never need people like talking back to other people because I would do it. You know what I mean? If I needed to. And you got to remember that a lot of people in life, whether it's haters, whether it's coworkers who are mean to you, they're not happy. So they want a reaction. They want to feel like what they're saying is being heard, right? They like literally want that so bad because they're not happy, right? So the more you give attention to people, not just on TikTok, but the more you give attention to people that are unhappy, that are trying to make you unhappy so that you can get to their level of unhappiness, you give them a reaction, that makes them feel good. They want that, right? So there's a lot of times where I just ignore it. I act like I don't see it, or I see it, but I'm a very sensitive guy, but I have learned a lot in 4 years about not letting everything get to me because not everyone's opinions matter. And I know that sounds like wrong in a way, but like you have to really figure out whose opinions mean the most to you, right? And honestly, out of all people, the ones who don't know you, their opinions don't matter as much as the people who know you. If Maria or Elizabeth or Kelly says something to me that hurt me, it would probably be way more to me than if a troll comes in and says, cut your hair. You know what I mean? Like, so always tell yourself whenever people are being unkind to you, first thing you ask yourself is, how well do they know me? How well do they know me? If the answer is not very well at all, they don't deserve your attention, because the more they know you, I doubt they probably say that kind of stuff to you. So, like I said, I've learned a lot in 4 years about like trying to figure out, because I'm a really sensitive guy. I just am. I mean, you guys see in the chat where like sometimes I'll read something in a certain way, and then I think that it's like a hurtful comment, even though I know you don't mean to cause me pain, but I'll read into things in a way that like I feel like it's like, I don't know. That's just my mind. Like that's where my mind goes, because I'm sensitive, you know? But I have learned in the last 4 years to just not let every single person's opinion of me affect me, which I think is a really good strength. You know, sensitivity is a beautiful thing, but you can be sensitive, but you can be strong. You can be sensitive, but you can be tough. You know, your opinions or your feelings, you know, matter a lot to you, but you still have to be able to stand your ground in a kind way. So, yeah, I feel like this taught me a lot too, is, guys, every morning I wake up to hate. Like I just do. Every single morning. For the last 4 years, I wake up to hate. But for one hate comment, there's 5 million like nice comments. And it drowns it out. I've seen it all. There's nothing that anyone can say to me at this point that I was like, oh, that hurts so much. Like, I've seen it all. I've really seen it all. And like, you just get used to it. You're like, sometimes I'll read hate and I'll just be like laugh. Cause I'm like, okay, you know? And that's what we gotta do. We gotta just say, whatever, you know? No human being in the world is gonna have everyone who loves them. Right? You be the nicest person in the world, and someone's gonna be like, he's just being nice to get attention. Like, you know what I mean? Like, someone's gonna say something. They're gonna twist whatever you say, and just, you know, there's always gonna be that person, right? Yeah, you guys all counter it. Like I said, if it was inundated with hate comments, I would probably not want to do this, because it's like, you know, but when you see a lot of love and a lot of kind words and a lot of like, it empowers you, right? Because there's like, okay, there may be like a lot of mean things, but there's so many nice things. There's way more nice things, right? So all of your love and kindness has allowed me to keep doing this, because the hate is just, I do feel bad for creators, guys. And I think being a creator, I like really understand it now. So when I'm in a live of another creator and someone's being mean to them, I'm like, do you realize that a lot of these people would not say this to their face? You know what I mean? Trolls get a lot stronger when they're unknown, when they're behind a screen. Those same trolls couldn't say half the things they say to your face. They just couldn't. They're not strong. They just couldn't do it. So guys, always be kind, and kindness will always win. All right. Sorry, I was just ranting, because like, yeah, there's, like I said, there's so many advantages and disadvantages to here. I haven't seen one hate comment on Rainbow yet, which is great. You know, that's why I probably feel more comfy. That's why my back's up a little bit more on TikTok, but my back's up because I'm just trying to protect myself. And, you know, if I'm a 3 or a 2, and those hate comments affect me more, right? If I'm a 7 or an 8, like today, there's not much they can say to bring me down. And I hope the same thing goes for you as you go through your days. Just remember, there's a lot of loving, kind people out there. All right. And there's strangers that will want to make you smile. So there's a lot of love in the world too, guys. And there's a lot of people that like just want to make your days better that don't even know you, right? So the world's a beautiful place, right? But unfortunately, the more people there are, the more opinions there are, and we got to know that the most important opinion for you is your own. You notice that the most confident people are the ones that like they know that their opinion of themselves is higher than anyone else, right? That is, in my opinion, confidence is like being able to say that it's okay what people think because I'm me, and you gotta hold yourself high. You gotta tell yourself that you are you, you're not perfect, and that's it. You're doing your best every day. We're all doing our best every day. We're just human. So be proud of you, and don't let anyone take your happiness away. Because as I just read in that book, guys, your happiness depends on you. Your happiness does not depend on other people. You decide every day what actions, what thoughts dictate your day. And yes, sometimes we do let people affect our day. I do, for sure. It's natural. But in the end, that's it. You and your thoughts. Stand strong. Put your head up high. Move past people trying to get into your feelings, and just know that you are stronger than you think, right? And sensitive people out there, you're way stronger than you think. I learned this a lot in the last 4 years, that even though I thought I was weak, because I like took all feelings, like I was everything, every word, every comment, everything I look into, right? But I'm like, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that like I feel feelings, and that I don't want people to feel like sad, or that I'm always afraid of like hurting people's feelings. Like that's a good thing. It means I have a heart. So if you're a sensitive person, it means you have a heart. And if you're not a sensitive person, you still have a heart. But it's just like maybe the sensitive people just feel things more, right? So gotta embrace who you are. Gotta embrace all the personality traits that you have, because you can't change you unless you want to change you, right? You are who you are. That's it. A lot of who we are is because of our past, right? I am who I am because of my past. You are who you are because of your past, right? So, all right, guys, I will see you on TikTok. I'm just gonna end the live, and then I'll see you guys right on TikTok, and then let's just go wild. Let's show everyone what Blackie Fam's about, guys. The road to 1.2. Let's keep it going. I'm sorry for the pause, but I had to sort certain things through in my head, and then I was like, okay, I know which direction to go. But I felt very stuck for a long time, and then I realized I'm not stuck. I just need to go back home. So let's go back home. I'll see you guys in a bit. Love you.